welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 BMW M340i. Huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, that link is down in the description. This M340 is finished off in Vegas Red Metallic, and with options, MSRP is just over $70,000. Now this is powered by the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic. It pumps out 386 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. This model here is rear-wheel drive. It weighs in just shy of 3,900 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, and the top speed is 155 miles an hour. This also has a fuel capacity of 15.6 gallons, and you'll expect to see 27 miles per gallon in the city and 33 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 112.5 inches. Its overall length is 185.9. It has a width of 71.9, a height of 56.4, and its ground clearance measures in at 5.1 inches. Now, as we move on to the exterior styling, this model also has the M Sport Pro package, and it provides it with all of the gloss black accents up front. So you'll notice it's on the kidney grille, where there's also active grille shutters just behind that. Those will open to provide additional cooling when needed. There's also the forward camera along with the parking sensors, and then a dark housing for the LEDs. They blend in nicely with the gloss black accents and have a thin design to them. You'll notice too a lot more cutouts in the lower section. It's also on the edges of the bumper too to help provide with better airflow, along with the large inlets in the lower section of the grille. And then there's also 4 distinctive lines coming down the hood, meeting the top of that kidney grille very nicely. Now, as we work our way to the side, this has a matte black set for the wheels, along with the red M Sport brake calipers. And this model also has the floating center caps. So those will stay level, of course, when the wheel is spinning. So the wheel will spin, those will stay level. I just want to show that they are free and spinning, which is a neat factory option to go with. Now, this also has gloss black for the power folding side mirrors, which have a camera and a turn signal. There's also gloss black for the window trim, and then this model has the sunroof too. Great lines flowing down the side, especially in the lower side skirt there, and then just above the door handle. And then in back, you'll notice gloss black for the spoiler. There's a backup camera, parking sensors, a dark housing for the LEDs, and then you'll notice there's gloss black for the lower section of the bumper and the dual exhaust. Now, this particular model also has the MP exhaust, and you can remote start this, and it definitely sounds really good. We'll get some exhaust clips here in just a little bit, revving it and out on the road, and then you can use that key fob to shut it off, of course, as needed. You can also use the key fob or the control underneath to gain access to your cargo space, where this model has the power trunk lid. And then in back for this sedan with the back seats up, you have a good bit of space. You'll notice too, you can fold the seats down, so that way you have a lot more interior space. There's some cargo bins on both sides there, and then you have those controls in order to fold the seats down. So pretty practical. You have 2 controls up top to close that trunk or to lock the vehicle. Now, if you do lock the vehicle, as you just heard it lock, you can just grab any door handle and it will unlock, which is nice. Now, for this interior, this has Harman Kardon for the audio. There's interior lighting, brushed aluminum accents as well. And then you'll notice the black leather seats here, which have a great look. And then at 5'10", as I hop into the back, there's a good bit of space. You don't have storage pockets behind the front seats, but you have vents in the middle along with temperature adjustments, auxiliaries down below. And then at 5'10", I'm just barely touching the headliner here, so I could ride around town. This is a practical sedan. You can fit a car seat back here, your kids, adults like myself, and you have a sporty and practical vehicle. Now, right in the middle, you can pull down the armrest where you also have cup holders, and you can also fold this middle seat down individually. And as you can tell, there's a huge opening there in order to place items through. And then there's also a pretty thin pillar in the back here, so it makes it easy to see around. Now, there's also storage in the lower section along with the trunk release, window controls, side mirror adjustments, memory seating adjustments too, and then more of the interior lighting. M is down on the brushed aluminum door sill trim accent. And then here's another look at the Senatec seats. They are automatic with 1 manual adjustment for the leg support there. And then it's very easy to hop into. It's a low sedan, where we're greeted with the solid leather steering wheel. It also has a flat bottom design. There's some more brushed aluminum accents on it. But let's start this back up and take a listen to the revs for that MP exhaust.
Thank you.
And coming back to the digital gauge cluster now, you'll see on the left side, there's miles per hour, right side is the tach, and then there's some fixed information in the lower section. Now to go through the rest of this, you have this button right here, where there's also volume tuning, voice commands, and Bluetooth. So by pushing on that center button, you can now use the rotary dial and scroll through all of this content. So you have quite a lot that you can go through, just depending on what you'd like to see, and you can also adjust the layout. So depending on how you want to view this information, as you can see, the navigation is currently on. So you have a few different ways that you can monitor that screen. You also have paddle shifters on both sides and then cruise control settings on the left. Now to the left of the steering wheel, all of the headlight adjustments, a dimmer switch, one air vent, and then with the infotainment system, everything in the lower section is fixed. So it's very easy to get to all of that. And you also have the rotary dial down below to further go through this information. So you can go through your lighting. You have quite a lot of icons here to go through to set this vehicle up to your liking. On the home screen, you have nav on one side, and then you can go through information on this left side as well. So that makes it nice. You can quickly get into your climates along with the map and navigation. You have audio, and then this model has heated seats and a heated steering wheel, and there's temperature adjustments as well. Now this model also has the carbon fiber interior trim accents. As you can tell, there's ambient lighting with vents. There's volume, tuning, hazards, and defrosters, and then wireless charging, auxiliaries, and cup holders. You can hide all of that way with the carbon fiber lid, and then there's also adjustments for the infotainment system. So like I mentioned, you don't have to use this as a touchscreen. You can quickly just use this dial to further go through this information, which is nice. Now this is the dial for your gear selector, so it does have an ambient lighting strip on it. Push it forwards for reverse, where this model has automatic parking, backup assistance, and then you have some shortcuts on that top-down view on the right, along with being able to go around the entire vehicle. So you have no shortage of visibility, which is fantastic. You also have another top-down view. And then when you put the vehicle into drive, you can push a shortcut to the left of it and pull up the forward-facing camera in full screen. So that's this control right here. There's also sport mode to use the paddles, and then park located behind that. There's traction control, parking sensors, engine start stop, and then a few different driving modes. So you can configure Sport Plus, you can get into Comfort, and then you can configure Eco Pro. That will also change the exhaust note along with the gauge cluster slightly in terms of the color and your throttle input. There's auto hold and the e-brake, some auxiliaries with storage in the armrest. There's a locking glove box too. Hopefully you can see some of the ambient lighting currently in the door panel there. And then there's garage door buttons up top, dome lights, and controls for both the sunroof and sunshade, as those are automatic. And then here's a look at visibility, where it's super easy to see over both shoulders. Jumping behind the wheel now for the M340i. This is a very fun family style sedan that's also super practical as well. A lot of people are drawn towards this model because of the practicality that it has to offer. It still has some good performance, especially when you compare it to the M3, which of course is a whole nother level. But if you still want a sporty drive and a vehicle that you can do back roads with, you can take to the track and have a more comfortable daily, something that's a little bit better on MPG, the 340 is a great option to go with. Now with this particular model, this also has the MP exhaust, which is the BMW M version or M Performance version for this car. It's a factory option. Now, if you're new to the channel, I own a BMW X5. Mine came with the M Sport exhaust, which is a valve system, but it's not nearly as loud as this. So I actually put on an aftermarket valved exhaust for my X5 with the B58, and it kind of sounds similar to this. It definitely sounds better from the outside with how insulated these cars are. You can still hear it from the inside, of course, but it gives you enough of a tone there just to make it a little bit more fun, in my opinion, where you can hear some of those burbles in it as well. And this is definitely a quick vehicle. Now, I'm not doing performance driving with it today. If you want, take a look at my X5 with the exhaust videos that I've made on that, really ripping on it and hearing that in the higher RPM range. I'm sure this is going to sound fairly similar. But this is a fun car. This is something that you can drive every single day. It's a super practical daily driver. It's a little bit on the smaller side, so if you're not maybe using the back seats quite as often, it's still something that's doable for adults like myself to be in the back. And then of course a car seat or just any other people if it's more than just you and a passenger up front. One thing that I want to touch base on is the fact that a lot of people, from what I've seen with comments and just in person, I think a lot of people would like to see a manual option for the M340, because if you want a manual, you're limited to the M2, the M4, or you have to go M3 if you want the sedan. So you have to jump up a good bit in pricing just for the 3 pedals. Obviously you get more performance and things like that. There's more M performance characteristics and driving modes with the M3. But I think it would be neat to see a manual option for the 340. If this is really all you're looking for, but you want a manual, I don't see why it couldn't be done. I think it would be great to have that as an additional option. Just like with some of the other M cars where you can get a manual rear-wheel drive, you can get an auto rear-wheel drive, auto all-wheel drive. I think a few more options like that would be a little bit more appealing to this car in general. And still in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And just a minor acceleration, but it sounds good. Now this also has the iconic sounds, which is something that you can turn on and off through your drive settings. So this is some of the piped in exhaust noises. I will turn that off now and we will do another minor acceleration. Hopefully you can hear that. Slight difference in having that on and off, but even with this exhaust, it does make a slight difference for the inside. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the M340i. Now this is more on that higher side for the MSRP, especially with some of the options that it does have, but there's several different ways that you can spec the 340 depending on what works for you, along with interior trim accents, even the seat options as well. But it's super comfortable. At 5'10", I have maybe 1.5 inches or so of headroom currently, and the seat does go down a little bit more, so maybe closer to 2 inches now with it in that lowest position. So you have a few different ways that you can adjust the seat. Again, it is a smaller sedan, so if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, possibly go with a 5 Series, where you could get the 540, you could get the M5 as well, which is going to be much larger. But this is a great smaller size sedan, very nimble too, and one that also has a lot of aftermarket support. So if you're looking to do other modifications to it, there's a huge platform with the 340, a lot of other BMW models as well. So there's tuning potential, you have other parts that you can add if that's something that you're looking to do. But in the factory form, it's definitely something that you can rip on and have some fun and still have some good fuel economy to drive this every single day. So it's a very fun daily driving BMW sporty sedan. But that's going to wrap it up for the M340i. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.